the Waratah Technology Campus, Walls End, in consultation with Dale Garbutt from the Multicultural Neighbourhood Centre in New Lambton. I called the Multicultural Neighbourhood Centre and conversed at length with Dale about the Walls End Technology Campus, Callaghan College program development from the STARTS group in order to develop their settling in program for enrollees, multicultural backgrounds. The documents I used in order to create my consultancy report came out of the conversation with Dale, who let me know they were using a refugee readiness audit from the Victorian government in their support groups for staff liaison. This particular policy and practice guideline helped them to perform consultation to be able to highlight the gaps that they were finding the programs had. So they had a good look through and found that most of the information they needed about each student was in regards to supporting students in transition. Their orientation programs needed to incorporate asking questions about that person's background, the students who had come from very trauma-based experiences, and they developed their settling in program in tandem with the Hunter New England Health team and invited several groups to the school to give information to the families, and they invited the families to the school to have a collaborative approach to providing information about ambulance, humanitarian needs, health checks, hospitals, and other special needs groups, which in turn would directly affect the students' ability to reach educational outcomes. Dale was very helpful and told of a good couple of years of how the school's staff got together to react about the way they felt things were going with the ASL students, and then noticed what they did need was a strong partnership with the community and to respond on those levels more. So the professional development portion was engaged thoroughly, which I provided much information in my consultancy report regarding the best practice policies that Dale suggested were used for the preparation of their program. He mentioned the school had benchmarked against the TAFE multicultural student support policies, and when you reach their homepage and their policy guidelines, it takes you straight to the New South Wales Education Policy. The responsibilities and delegations, section 4 of this multicultural education policy, is partly approached in my recommendations section for the school. The staff members responsible for ensuring the practices are consistent with the policy must, in my suggestion, take down daily achievements and daily information gathered from students to create an embedded practice of reporting from staff so that management can provide the information and also be accountable for the information that they are providing. So in my recommendations, I've suggested that the staff keep a public forum in the form of a blackboard that can be added to as achievements or information are gathered, and just small noticeable steps towards adhering to new policies, and an outcome of this particular practice would be increased stimulation of the professional development atmosphere as far as regard to reflection on ways in which the current program has been working well, and highlight perhaps more needed information as far as what they could do to better their current support programs. The staff reliance on one another for professional support is also part of my recommendations for the school, as well as taking time out of their daily shifts to attend sport groups. This particular recommendation is coming forward based on what Dale actually said, that a lot of the information they were receiving about the background of students was relating to trauma, and I know that this particular aspect can deeply affect educators as well. And as part of the readiness checklist, the question 3.21 asks, does your school have support mechanisms for the school personnel who interact with refugee students, such as debriefing or peer support groups? So I've included that in my recommendations for the school as well.